Donovan Mitchell this season, because of Darius Garland being at the beginning of the year basically never being at full strength when he was there and wasn't there much to begin with. Their best shooter missed practically the entire season until 3 weeks ago. Mobley and Allen being in and out of the lineup, even though they've both been healthy, but I feel like there's always one of them that's dealing with some nagging injury. And the fact that Donovan Mitchell, with all the attention in the world, has been, one, still ultra reliable, ultra consistent, still efficient. He has a relative true shooting percentage of plus 3%. If we're looking at, the impact that they have on a team, on their individual team, and what they provide for their offense, Donovan Mitchell this season, his on-off is plus 6.6, plus 7, we'll round up, plus 8 net rating when he's on the floor, plus 1 when he's off the floor, a 123 offensive rating. And I think the fact that Donovan Mitchell on the floor this season practically guarantees that the Cavs are just an all-time historic level offense. And I also want to bring this up really quickly as well. Donovan Mitchell by himself with no Harden, no Garland on the floor. So this is Donovan Mitchell clearly as the primary half-court creator. 122 offensive rating, plus 10 net rating with no other lead guard with him. Donovan Mitchell with Darius Garland in 400 minutes. Elite offense, 122 offensive rating, plus 5 net rating. Donovan Mitchell and James Harden in almost 400 minutes, 126 offensive rating, with a plus 3, I think, net rating. That team, that group can't guard worth a damn. James Harden, no Donovan Mitchell, 118 offensive rating. Darius Garland, no Donovan Mitchell, 108 offensive rating. And I'm really referencing those. Even that Harden number is great still. Don't get it twisted. A 118 offensive rating is still good for top 6. But Donovan Mitchell this season takes that team's offense to just historic heights because of the pull-up three-point shooting, the pressure that he puts on the rim. The argument for Donovan Mitchell is, if we're making the argument for Chet, that, the two-way ability, the offensive leap, he makes him a historic defense with him on the floor. The on-ball and off-ball gravity that Donovan Mitchell presents, and the fact that if he's on the floor, they're just an all-time historic level offense, that is your argument for Donovan Mitchell.
I think Donovan Mitchell's offensive game rubs a lot of people the wrong way, just because he has the body of a point guard, but doesn't have the natural point guard type of feel, where he's kind of the anti-Halliburton, right? A lot of the stuff we talk about with Halliburton, where it's very quick to get off the ball, never over-dribbling, never settling for bad shots, but he just has these superpowers, man. The athleticism to get wherever he wants on the court is so valuable, especially when he goes up against these top 10 defenses. His ability to just knife his way into the paint because of the burst, the strength, the verticality, and then also the length he has to just stride his way into any gap. His handle is insane. He doesn't really turn the ball over in tight gaps, and he can get wherever he needs to go with a live dribble. That allows him to reach pressure points deep in the paint. The fact that he just took this crazy leap as a mid-range scorer this year, he's making 52% of his mid-range shots, and a lot of that is the addition of the float game. He's really accessing the floater out of those drives, which gives him a bailout for when he can't get all the way to the rim.
Can you guess his percentage on floaters or runners this season?
I would say maybe 54%. Higher. Wow.
Higher.
58?
Percentage higher.
58. 62%?
Yeah.
That explains it. He was in the lab with Ty Jerome last year because Ty Jerome's the GOAT of floaters. No, but it's crazy because, you kind of hinted at this as well, the tumultuous situation in Cleveland where you have Ty Jerome is not on the team anymore. You try to replace him with Lonzo Ball, and that experiment is just a complete disaster. Lonzo Ball doesn't work out for them. He can't make an open shot. Just doesn't work, and he ends up getting released, I believe it was. Maybe he got traded, but he's not even on a roster right now. Darius Garland is hurt the whole season he's there. And then when he is in the lineup, he's just not normal Darius Garland. Shout out to Garland now, though. He's been hooping with the Clippers. He's kind of getting back to the brilliant level of play that we've come to respect over the years. But then you add James Harden, and it's Mitchell. Now we need you to be in more of an off-ball role. And for him to scale back his ball handling and be this just dynamo off-ball weapon where I'm going to make over 40% of my catch and shoot threes, Actually, in the last 3 seasons, he's made 47% of his wide open threes. So, like, good luck leaving him open. But then if you close out too hard, he's got the first step to just destroy any closeout, and then he can be a connector or a slasher. And that's why you get that, like you said, 126 offensive rating when Mitchell and Harden share the court together. So his ability to flex between roles, where for most of the season, it was Mitchell, we need you to handle the ball. We need you to carry us on offense because we have nothing going for us in that regard. Besides the fact that we have all these great 3-point shooters who need somebody to create for them. Go be that guy for us.
Mitchell backs up. He's watched by Potter on the switch, looking to set up the big man. Donovan goes to work. Whoa! He knocked down both of the Pacers. That was unbelievable. Mitchell trying to make it happen. Mitchell, my goodness! Put the whole holiday on a poster.
50-50 balls, the block shots, the extra rebounds. That's what he does.
Mitchell blows past Walsh. Oh, mercy! A vicious dunk by Donovan Mitchell.
And then to add an all-time great playmaker, have Mitchell flex into this off-ball role playing off of him, and then get this signal of just all-time great offense. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, really special offensive season. I see why his game kind of like rubs some people the wrong way. Like I said, some of the shot selection, some of the tunnel vision, but you just can't argue with the numbers, right? The fact that he is going to produce so much with the ball and without the ball for an offense that's pretty much guaranteed to have a 122 offensive rating with him on the court, regardless of who's out there. Very special season from Donovan Mitchell, and I'm glad we're on the same page there.